download, install, guide, config, path, command. Download, install, guide, config, path, command. Alright, hello, what's up? This is DeRockProject, and we're going to talk about TAS Framework by Tyler Kane, JG Codes, Wheatman, and Spud Y2K. And nobody has used this yet, so I have gotten to setting it up, so I'm gonna show you how to set it up. First, you download this. I guess you go here and download the zip. What you get is this thing. You just drag this folder and drop it somewhere where you prefer. Next, you download Visual Studio 2022 free download. What you get is this installer, and I'm gonna pretend to install it. I'm installing I'm just modifying the files. All right, so you come to here. This is it's a pain, but just click everything that matters to you. It's gonna be C++, all right? So click everything that says C++, desktop, and like Windows or Linux. I guess from what I hear, Linux is like means you're smarter than the Windows people, but whatever. I guess I shouldn't have gotten this because I don't have Linux, but I did anyway. Most important is this one. Here, let me click it, double click it, because like I need the check mark here. You see this thing. This is like really important, so you better have this. Like, it's gonna be there for you. Like, it's gonna be automatic if you click this, but just double check it. All right. I don't think I want to modify. I think all the other steps are pretty clear, so I'm not gonna actually reinstall Visual Studio. It probably takes a while. All right. We got to that. Next, you open this link, or you can Google for it. But what you should Google is CMake projects in Visual Studio. That'll find it. So you just follow all the steps here up to like up to where? Sorry, that's nothing. Ignore the sidebar. I mean, you just follow these steps, except most of them are not steps, but just mere statements. And installation, I just already told you about. See, they even square this thing, the exact thing that I pointed out. The important parts is IDE integration, and ignore this. Ignore here, building CMake projects. Those two are the important parts. Everything else, just forget everything else down here. I mean, you can read them if you want, but I think that's all I needed. So IDE integration is just open the local file. That's it. That's literally the entire step. Everything else is just statements of how it does everything automatically, but you should still read them. Building CMake projects. Okay, this is gonna be a little. Let's go one by one because I forgot the steps. All right. I'm gonna startup item drop down. No, I think I'll just go over this with you. So usually, like, there's like nothing here. Is there a? Nah, it's usually there's like some window that starts out here, but you don't see it right now. But it's a thing that exists. Yeah, it's not here. Oh, is it this? Yes, this is it. All right, so you start here, but there's all this stuff here, and I think it starts out looking like this. Well, you click on this to get targets view, and you click on this to go back. You click on this to get folder view, which seems to be more useful to me because folder view is just just the folders as you go back. I don't know what the target view is for actually, but apparently it's useful. I don't know what I do this for, but I never used it yet. I'll probably use it eventually, but right now I'm here. Main is like the most important one. Remember this series of folders going down, and this is the one where it all begins, I think, or where it all ends, and specifically this function. Well, I mean, there's all this other important stuff, but this is functions. Is that all I want to talk about? Oh yeah, running things. What? Sorry, just a second. Select build. Oh, these are 3 different ways to build it. Okay, it's just redundant. It's just redundant. Ignore it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Debugging? What's debugging? All right, next step. This folder and this folder. All right, so I don't think this folder is important, but it's just one of the folders. Ignore that. You're gonna need config.json here. For me, it was not there. For me, config.json was not here. So if you find that yours is not here, you should check just in case. This is the address, starting from like here. That everything to the right of this is what's important. There's another config.json file somewhere else, so you can go and find that and like just copy paste it right here. But you better add something here. And when you go to config.json, it'll look like this. So you want to change that. You want to write your like actual like address here, and you better use double backslash, and that will you better make sure you have like your libsm64 here and your m64 here, which this is why I opened this. Yeah, this is what this folder is about. It has both of them right here and here. Yeah, you also want to copy this m64, and I called it the OG m64, so I don't change this one. This is the one I change, so I call it like this. Yeah, all right. So now, like, I'm gonna run this thing now, but before I run this, let's open command prompt. And this is an important command here. And before I write the command, I need to go to my folder and click this. That was not effective. Whatever, I'll just try to cd desktop document program. Okay, desktop cd document cd tab cd sm64 cd sm64 tab c. Okay, hold on. Did I go too far in? Oh, this right. It's not this folder. It's this folder. Here, let me put this. Cover this up. All right. So I need to go one more. cd sm tab. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Now here, we type in this entire thing. FC is like this comparing thing. It like bitwise compares everything. So let's like right click here instead of don't type like Control V like a millennial. Zoomers these days. Yeah, that's correct. All right, so if I press enter, oh, it compares the files and like it sees like, yo, there's a difference here. Now I'm gonna make the 2 files same again. I don't know how. I think I'll make this 0. Yeah. And then I'm gonna show you how to run this thing. So this is like the thing that changes things. So this is how you want to change things. You can use like variables to like make this shit I don't know, and like you can like look at Mario and like objects in the game and like change shit I don't know based on whatever the hell is going on. And then you can like go forwards and backwards through the frames and like do shit. I don't know how to do that yet, but right now I just modified this, so I want to put it back to 0. I didn't modify this, I think, but if I did, no, I didn't. All right, so what we want to do, let me get here. So you see that there's nothing here. There's supposed to be a green arrow here. Don't touch this one. It's this one. But hello, this is me from 2 days from then. So a lot of stuff happened. A lot of errors occurred. I tried to fix it. I left the program open for like 6 hours, and then I got Brian Wheatman on and like did a bunch of stuff, and it still wasn't working. And then I think I figured it out. But more importantly, I just pointed at this bar, and like you couldn't see any of it. So I needed to redo that. So this well, I would have to stop this. Let me get back to that afterwards. So right now, let me teach you about the debugging thing. So this is the call stack, and you have to look at this. Well, and these are breakpoints. They are kind of important eventually. Sometimes they always are. Anyway, if I continue, it just it's gonna crash. Honestly, I guess I should do that. Anyway, the cause of all of my problems is that there seems to be like 2 instances of the same like TAS framework right now. So I'm having like problems with folders, and so I'm about to fix that on cam. What is it? First of all, to run a program, which is where I ended at, is this green arrow. You need to go here and you need to click this thing. This green arrow can sometimes not be here, and that's when I click this. It's not here. If I click targets view, you can see it's there. If I go out, it's not there. If I click folders view, it's there. So yeah, that's I click this. Before I click it, let me make a few important things I want to do. At BitFsConfig, I left a few things like this. This prints out my the path of the config, which I'm gonna need. The config holds the address for the lib SM64 and the M64, and then I print these to make sure like I'm getting the right addresses. Now this is the one I've been looking at, but it turns out this is the one I should have been looking at. And as you can see, it's bullshit and literally nothing. So let me copy paste this, save, and I think that'll run it. So let's actually try run it and see if it like freezes my computer for another 6 hours. Let's see. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm kind of tired now, and I have to edit a bunch of bloopers at the end of this. So it's gonna give you what I got so far. The thing froze for 5 minutes before aborting. Last time it was like 25 minutes before aborting, but this time I guess it's a little better. And before that, maybe it was like a lot longer. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention back in the first attempt, but this line is the one where after this, you see it's line 68 right here. That goes to this, which goes to this, which goes to this, and I don't think this next one really matters, wherever that is. Well, shared lib.cpp. Whenever I pause and whenever I continue and pause again, it's like at like line 120, and then it's like at line 170. So I think this one specifically doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's when you get an error, you just check the call stack and you go double click each of them to see where it's getting stuck. And this line is I never ran it with this, but it's just to give you a summary. It's at frame 9000 of the M64. The buttons, probably bitwise, it's just that it's like it sums up to 31, which is probably like the first 5 buttons are pressed and everything else is unpressed, probably. Right now, I don't know what it means right now because I haven't done it yet. Here, this is doing, what it's doing is it sets frame 0's stick X to 0. Previously, I set it to a magnitude of like 37, I think, and that's why when I compare the 2 files, I see like there's a difference right here. That's what fc.exe is checking between my modified M64 and my OG M64. Well, that's it. There's a lot of editing I need to do, so I'm gonna end the video here. Right? X69 debug. I think that's what you want. Probably. I don't know. Ask the people around you. I'm just gonna click and see what's gonna happen. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. Is it okay? It's gonna take a while. Let's like play Minesweeper while we wait. All right. I'm gonna pause this recording and just check if I figure something out. All right, so let me just get you the overview of what I did. I went here, BitFsConfig.cpp, well, and I did, I went and added these 3 things. So this line, and this line. They it's std : cout, and 2 left arrows, and like a bunch of crap here. This is like path, and then new line. So the path, so it prints all of them out in this purple command. It's like a little purple shade, and it gives you the path, and it gives you this bullshit. This is the bullshit I was talking about. So I'm looking at here, and it's not like that. So go to my folder, and I literally pointed at this, and I opened this, and this is what it is. So what the hell is this file then? What is this file? Can I? Recent history. I don't know. I don't know what this is. All right. So, well, anyway, let's execute BitFs /turn. This time, it'll do what I want. It's what? What is going on? It's doing something, but it's not supposed. I'm gonna. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna pause the recording and just think for a second. What? As far as I know, nothing's supposed to be happening. I think. Okay. I went to sleep and woke up, and it's been 6 hours, and this thing's still running, and something's wrong. I need to stop it. I need to stop it. Something's wrong. What's wrong? Well, nothing's wrong here. It looks of it. I have no idea what's about to happen. No, nothing changed. I mean, well, shit. Okay, hello. This is DeRockProject, and this is you. I just got back from like 5 hours of funeral. What's up? What to do? All right, so I'm gonna just well, let's take a look at the error that's like right now, I guess. How do I even read these things?
So just click on them, and it should take you to the line of code. If you like double click, it should take you to the line of code that errors.
Yeah, so this is that error, and then like, oh, it's the address, so I go here, and like,
Yep.
now I'm just like not, I don't even know how to read this.
So it seems like there's an issue with getting the path.
Yeah.
So what does the config file look like?
Like this. And I better make sure that it looks like this by closing it and like reopening it, because last time I even saved and then it changed the paths to stuff.
Okay, and those 2 paths are still valid paths?
They should be, which I will validate by going here and comparing. Yes. And waffle is just waffle. There's no way that's wrong. Unless it is. I suppose I can just change this. I realized that it's here too. Like this. Because it's right here this whole time. There's a second one.
Yeah. Just double checking everything. TAS scripting master, TAS scripting, DLL, M64. Okay, those paths look good.
Right. I know, right. And like, yeah, having it same makes it like, oh, you don't have to check 2 things at once. So, yeah.
I don't think I did not see you save the top file again after you changed it. It's possible you just did it without me seeing.
Save.
Okay.
Should I try rerunning it?
Yep.
Restart. And before it works, now that you're in the call. No, okay.
Okay, let's go up the stack.
It's the same thing. Go up again.
Oh, okay. Actually, let's go down.
Okay.
So there's a couple. So when we look at this, there's a couple possibilities of what's wrong. One possibility of what's wrong is the inside thing. The json.at, like getting that string could be wrong,
Yeah.
or resolve path with self could be wrong. So why don't we put back in those print statements and make sure that it is getting the right path.
I'm glad you asked about it, because now I'm going to add all 3 of these paths, by the way. And I'm going to restart. And this is the second thing I wanted to ask you about. Waiting. Now what happened is that this morning I tried to do a thing, and then I saw it was like doing something, so I left, and then 6 hours later it did nothing. So I just left it like this for 6 hours, and I think I'm gonna pause, right, at any point in
So
time.
okay, yes, this is clearly in an infinite loop.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that what you just did caused an infinite loop. Let's see, it's on line 58.
Yeah.
The out of path is causing an infinite loop. Oh, this also seems to be an infinite loop. And if you hit pause, it tells us you're now on line 74, which is once again okay.
Yeah.
It seems like stream is causing an infinite loop. Give me 1 second. Let's
Continue.
we're gonna go with
Pause.
fast with this for starters. Okay, we're gonna change those. Can you comment out those last 2 lines?
Yes.
Okay. Now say printf.
What, like down here?
Yeah. Printf, and this is a function. So open parenthesis, open quotation mark, sent as \n. After the closing quotation mark, copy and paste that json.at whole thing.
Like all...
Just to the closing parenthesis.
This one? Oh, no, you mean...
No. To the right.
This
String, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. And then you're going to want a comma in between those 2 things.
Okay.
And now try running this.
Welcome to our Let's Play of TAS Framework. Here today in this episode, I am code. There's something off about this. That's what's off about this.
Oh, just say dot c_str. Yeah, open parenthesis, close parenthesis.
So what will this do?
So we're basically just using a different printing facility just to see the issue is somehow related to cout. Okay. Yeah. Then what we're going to want to do is, okay, you can comment out that line as well.
Okay.
Now why don't we just say std cout and then just pass in the string here. And then change path and just put path inside of quotation marks. I want to make sure that it literally just prints us a known constant string, so that we can like double check what sort of ridiculous things are going on.
What is going on? I can't even imagine like what is going on here. And where else but 58? Okay. It's the printing itself that's causing this for sure.
Well, now can you add std cout here?
Right here?
Above this.
Okay, above. std cout
colon cout.
Oh, what?
And here, put the here in.
Yes?
Yes, okay. And now just to be doubly sure, do another less than. Now std : end L. This is a less efficient way to say \n. It will also cause some flushing, which makes it much less performant, and in almost every case, you may as well just use \n. But here we want to double check.
Yes. Nothing is happening, and if I pause after, it's here at 59.
Okay, can you move that here to the first line of main, and then take everything else inside main and comment it out.
All right. I don't know how to do it. Oh, right click.
If you highlight everything and then do Control / it should probably comment it out.
I'm not doing it.
Really? It doesn't work? Just right click and then say comment, I bet.
No.
Really? Okay, in that case, just before this block of code, do /* and after this block of code.
Oh man. Pause. Yep, same.
Where that says x64 debug, can you see what other options are there? No. Okay. On the right side, you see where it says record CPU profile? Can you click that? What changes have you made?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you can kill us. Did you add any new files?
No, I don't think so. It was like, God, even just like almost the last thing I did before before this started happening. It was working fine.
Have you closed Visual Studio and reopened it since that happened?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it was working fine in between. Maybe I should do that again.
Yeah, just try closing Visual Studio and reopening. And so now I know exactly which version of all of the files you have.
Okay. But I've made like minimal changes, almost nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever changes I made, I did in, I saw in my video, like it's recorded in my video. So when I post it, we can see it. Yeah, this is like faded out. I remember that. Oh yeah, I think it wasn't faded out in when all the problems were happening.
Oh. It wasn't faded out.
Yeah.
Okay, that would indicate that there was some. So the reason why that's faded out is because there's basically two versions of this code, one for Windows and one for Linux, to just deal with the file system.
Yeah.
And so if it wasn't faded out, then it for some reason was something about your environment was not set up properly. And so